conscious community and the intelligence community. They go hand in hand. Check out some images of the conscious community that comes up on the DuckDuckGo. Yoga, stretching, macabres and flowers of life, sacred geometries, currently this is the focus, and this is not even the conscious community. These are just 4 people who draw from the same resources and information everybody else in the conscious community draws from. But this is what it's become about. Right? But you know, the conscious community is always infiltrated by the intelligence community. All right. The United States intelligence. And you can see the 16 branches or agencies, right? They use all the symbolism. Same symbolism you see within the conscious community, right? Check out the homeintelligence.gov. Here's the intelligence community. Let's explore their mission. Look at the screen. Look what the screen does. But let's explore the mission. I feel like I'm being scanned. The intelligence community's mission is to collect, analyze, and deliver foreign intelligence and counterintelligence information to America's leaders. So it's always a leader put in front of our faces so they can make sound decisions to protect our country. Our customers include the president, policymakers, law enforcement, and the military. It's right there from the intelligence community. That's their mission. Conscious Community Magazine, Cosmic Daily Weather, Events Calendar, Setting Healthy Boundaries, Conscious Community Magazine, The World You Prefer, from the heart, the witch doctor, I'm assuming, right? Conscious community, always hand in hand with the intelligence community. Why? Because you can go look up now declassified documents. Go to the National Archives. Search online real quick, see what's going on. See what we can do. Here's the Central Intelligence Agency, which is in the intelligence community, right? 1894 through 1980. And then you got the Black Bolt. Document Archive. Declassified Civil Rights Movement FBI files. The following file is archived here for historical reference and may contain language and references that are offensive to some people. They got the Communist Party and the Negro, February 1953. 16th Street Baptist Church bombing, Hakeem Abdullah, right? Ralph Abernathy, Lily Bell Allen, Louis Allen, Marian Anderson, Black Guerrilla Family, Ruby Dee, William E.B. Du Bois, Medgar Evers, Wallace Fard, James Farmer, right? See, they got intelligence on everybody that we dealt with in the they got intelligence on everybody we dealt with in the conscious community. All the things, the issues that were dealt with in the conscious community. Right? Malcolm X. Right? Nation of Islam. Paul Robeson, right? Kwame Ture. White supremacist groups, right? Declassified documents. You know what I mean? And the infiltrations. Right, that's why consciousness and intelligence go hand in hand, because people in the conscious community are what? Trying to be intelligent or gain knowledge, which is interpreted as intelligence. Right? But they play word games, so we gotta play word games too. The etymology of intelligence from the online etymology dictionary. It's a noun from the late 14th century, which would be the 1300s. Quote, the highest faculty of the mind, capacity for comprehending general truths. That is intelligence. From circa 1400. Faculty of understanding, comprehension. From Old French, intelligence. That's from the 12th century, which would have been the 1100s. And directly from Latin, intelligentia. Intelligentia. Understanding, knowledge, power of discerning, art, skill, taste. From intelligentum, nominative, intelligens, discerning, appreciative, present participle of intelligere or intelligere, to understand, comprehend, come to know, right? From assimilated, form of enter, between, see enter, I mean the prefix, we'll check that out, plus legere, choose, pick out, read, which also shares a kind of root with religion because it's from religare, from Proto-Indo-European root league or liege, leg, liege, ledge, to collect, gather, with derivatives meaning to speak, to pick out words, meaning superior understanding, sagacity, quality of being intelligent, is from the early 15th century, which would have been the 1400s, the early 1400s. Sense of information received or imparted, news, that's first recorded mid 15th century, which would have been the mid 1400s. Especially secret information from spies, right? That's from the 1580s, meaning a being endowed with understanding or intelligence is late 14th century or the late 1300s. Intelligence quotient or IQ is first recorded in 1921, right? That's intelligence, along with counterintelligence, which is the act of preventing an enemy from obtaining secret information. 1940, right? When they started doing the counterintelligence and keeping things hidden, right? That's this community, the intelligence community, right? That infiltrates all the other communities. In this case, the conscious community. Why? You know why? The dollar. The dollar been the downfall. The dollar been a downfall with all its symbolism. But the dollar has been the downfall. This is what they chase after. Now look. Records is being brought up, you know what I mean? Arrests are happening, right? Why? Because the intelligence community is getting intelligence from these people within the conscious community, or what it has come to be called. Even right now, it's a brother breaking that down, what the conscious community is and what it ain't. And that's the good brother, Brother Sanchez. So, snatch sound bites. They was reading the official police
Even
report.
found on anyone. What is
It's like
happening
it's
right
like
now? homie was talking about jailhouse rules, right? I
It's
think I was
not
kind
a
of raised
jailhouse.
exactly. I think I was kind of raised similar to you, right? Like you said, you don't got no felonies. You know how to articulate yourself well. You're educated. You're self educated. But you also said, because I listened to you, you said your father was a figure in Harlem. So that means you was outside early. That means you've seen it all.
Well, let me say this. I wouldn't like. Um I'm not a person that an aggressive conversation or the potential opinions of
The good brother Inky. Good information. You know what I mean? Dealing with health. Like I said,
onlookers could make me
the
say
conscious
something that
community.
is not.
The conscious community was and is and will continue to be a reservoir of information, right? But it's men and women, you know what I mean, that dip into that reservoir of information. We all go there. It's not none of these people. It's not even the bookstores. You know what I mean? None of that stuff is really the conscious community. They're just storage places. You know what I mean? For that reservoir of information that we all dip into, right? To make sense of this plane, you know what I mean, on all levels. Not all levels, but you know what I mean? The levels that we aware of, right? Debates. What's been the debate? It's been the same debates since civil rights, before civil rights. You know what I mean? It's been a debate since invaders came, you know what I mean, and usurped the land. It's been the same debate, right? These people, their corporation, who's trying to make the or force the other corporations to force their employees to get the jab, right? Starting to, you know what I mean, trying to set up that um, having to have the jab, you know what I mean, to do business. Nobody's going for that shit. Well, some people will go for that shit, but you see what my timeline look like. You know what I mean? You have to look at this stuff from a distance. You know what I mean? Don't get too close up on it. Right? Because there's all kind of stuff going on behind the background. Because again, the bottom line of it is trying to get that bread, trying to get that money, the fame, you know what I mean, the notoriety, right? The entertainment, all of that. All these things. about no sports. Watched the stock market a little bit. Made a few investments, but still got to be looking at the long game. You know what I mean? But I ain't gonna hold y'all. I just wanted to talk about the two communities, the intelligence community. Counterintelligence. There are three strategies you can use to connect with anyone. See? All this stuff goes hand in hand. Predator tactics, humiliation, like all of it. Trafficking going on of all kinds, but the intelligence community can't seem to, I ain't gonna say they can't catch nobody, but all of these things are so interconnected, starting to learn. Right. Now we do a search now on YouTube for conscious community. Let's see what comes up. Harma Nicotin creating a conscious community. Is the conscious community hypocritical? That's 4 months ago. Conscious community attempts to cancel Christianity. Right? Because it's always beef. Dear conscious community. Battle rap community versus conscious community. Heated evolution debate. Right. Let's talk about the conscious community. Right? Each one teach one. The downfall of the conscious community. Right? You can see the faces they put in front of it. Why I fell back from the conscious community. Right? Again, you gotta fall back from the stuff because there's a lot going on. You know what I mean? In these, you know what I mean, culture shops and bookstores and whatnot. You know what I mean? Especially when the hustle mentality is behind it. You know what I mean? Or how about negative hustle mentality? We call it that. Call it negative hustle mentality. As opposed to a positive hustle mentality. And you know the difference. The conscious community filled with agents, intelligence agents, of course. Message to those who follow the conscious community. Right? That's 2 years ago. Let's listen to the message real quick.
With another video. In this particular video, I would like to share my thoughts about the so-called conscious community. The conscious community within the last few years, they have grown extensively amongst the YouTube community and platform. And a lot of brothers are quote unquote woke. And there's a lot of videos going around, a lot of content from black YouTubers. And they're claiming to be, as a whole, the conscious community. I would like to share my thoughts on this whole community. Because something I noticed just researching, watching some of the videos, and I wanted to see if maybe others see this the same way that I see it. So is it me or the conscious community is not really bringing any relative knowledge? Is it me or they're not bringing relative knowledge? Now, what I mean by relative knowledge would be
Shit that's applicable.
practical solutions to problems. I mean, legit practical solutions.
Right. And that was 2 years ago. Right. 2 weeks ago, conscious community is, you know what I mean? You see the symbolism already. And that symbolism is all over the place. You know what I mean? Whether they acting or for real with it, still the same. There's a list of celebrities or so-called stars, all these fallen stars with that symbolism. The Christian Black woke and the conscious community with Nefertiti, right? And Dr. Umar Johnson, his thoughts on the conscious community 7 months ago. Scamming allegations in the conscious community 2 years ago, right? That was Doggy Diamonds 2 years ago. And now, you know what I mean, brothers like that get calls, surprise calls, you know what I mean, with, it's just, but again, it's the ones that's been placed in front of or boosted up to be portrayed as leaders of the community. Again, don't need no leaders, all right? Lead yourself. Right? All the pedophilia is exposed. You know what I mean? All the, all the deviant behaviors that are expressed, you know what I mean, among beings on this plane. It's not nothing that hasn't been seen before, talked about before, right? Again, always conscious and intelligence. Want to be intelligent. You know what I mean? Want to be deep. You know what I mean? All those things is words co-opted. They be deep, undercover in the conscious community. Going undercover as Mexican drug lords. KGB. Dr. Dre and Snoop was deep cover. Remember?
Say it. Hit this.
No, man, I can't fake that.
Say, man, I've been dealing with you for 3 months. What's this all about? You ain't hit the pipe yet.
Yeah? That's what you saying.
Might be 5-0.
Man, I ain't no police.
And what's the problem?
get in some shit.
Yeah.
Deep cover on the incognito tip. Killing motherfuckers if I have to. Filling gaps too. Let your niggas know I'm coming at you. I guess that's part of the game. But I feel for the nigga who think he just gon' come and change things with the swiftness. So get it right with the quickness and let me handle my business. Yo, I'm on a mission and my mission won't stop until I get the nigga maxing at the top.
I hope you get his ass before he drop.
Kingpin kicking back while his workers slaying rocks. Coming up like a fat rat. Big money, big cars, big bodyguards on his back. So it's difficult to get him.
But I got the hooker with somebody who knows how to get in contact with him.
Hit him like this and like that. Let him know that I'm looking for a big fat dope sack. What is the spin? So let's rush it. If you wanna handle it tonight, we'll discuss it. On a nigga's time and a nigga's place. Take my strap just in case one of his boys recognize my face. Cause he's a shiesty motherfucker. But I gives a fuck, cause I'm going deep cover. Yeah, and you don't stop.
See? Deep cover. Undercover. Undercovers are within the intelligence community, and they go undercover in the conscious community. Right? But it's not actually the conscious community. It's indigenous communities in general. Wherever we, gathering at physically, mentally, or spiritually. That's where they seek, to one, gain intelligence and then use counterintelligence. Now everybody back to these niggas. You know what I mean? So let me see. Just gonna grab. And Jaheim just got arrested and it's all bad. That quick. That's a new headline that popped up that quick. Is it connected to the rest of this? Because it's all kind of crazy shit going on. You know what I mean? People are getting knocked off with spiked drugs. You know what I mean? The whole fentanyl thing is jumping off. Let's see.
There was a time when I barely knew how to turn on a computer. Now, I'm a cybersecurity specialist.
ECPI University. Go to badboymembership.com. You'll go from not.com.
Guys, see the mugshot right there. Wait till I get to the story. Before I get it to the story, I want to give our sponsors a shout out, badboymembership.com. Make sure you guys go check their website out, badboymembership.com. Shout out to those brothers doing what they do over there. So let's talk about Jaheim. You see his mugshot up there on the screen. You're probably like, oh, what the heck happened with Jaheim? Well, right? According to reports, singer Jaheim has been arrested. Wait till you hear this, right? For animal cruelty. That's right. Now, they're saying that police discovered about 15 dogs caged and starving in crates that were filled with water to animals and a disorderly living, but especially a dog or any type, of animal. But, what I...
Cannot mess with them dogs, man. So, animal cruelty. Say all the type of things, that get brought up. Dog fighting or animal cruelty. Sexual deviancy publicly. displayed about that. Because motherfuckers wouldn't know if it wasn't being done in public. But it's playing out like everything is playing out. Everything is about the multiverse and multiple versions. They done dropped the Matrix Resurrections trailer.
Thomas? You seem particularly triggered right now. Can you tell me what happened?
I've had dreams that weren't just dreams.
Am I crazy? We don't use that word in here.
Hi.
Have we met?
One pill makes you larger, and one pill makes you small. And the ones that mother gives you don't do anything at all. Go ask Alice when she's 10 feet tall.
Time to fly.
If you want the truth, Neo, you're going to have to follow me.
The only thing that matters to you is still here. I know it's why you're still fighting and why you will never give up. You don't know me, no?
After all these years, to be going back to where it all started. Back to the Matrix.